Yo, 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 welcome back to the Nasty Collective YouTube channel. We got a special interview for y'all today. That's for sure. Look, man, we got my man Self in the building. I want you to go ahead and tell the people a little bit about yourself. Tell the people what you do and the hot bars you be out here spitting.
I mean, it ain't nothing else to it, man. Y'all know who it is. Somebody everybody live for, Hottest rapper out here. I don't care what nobody talking because y'all know what it is. But Chi-Town native, living in Iowa, going crazy, you feel me?
Yes, sir. Yeah, we, me and you, we got some history going on as far as, behind the scenes and even Nasty Collective. We've been doing some work before. There was one particular show, and I was going to wait, into the interview a little bit, but fuck it, we're here now. There was one show, right, that you performed at where you had a broken arm or a wrist, right?
My wrist and my knee was broken.
Oh, that's what it was. Yeah. Damn.
Yeah.
Tell people a little bit about that and how you felt that day.
Well, I mean, I got into a little bike accident. You feel me?
Yeah.
And man, I had a show like the next day. Was it the next day or the day after? I don't know. But it was like the next day. I say.
Mhm. Yeah, man. And I was like, we still gonna do the show? You in two casts?
Look, I got cast. They hadn't even. All they did was wrap my leg up though.
Mm-hmm.
They didn't even know that it was broken till after.
Damn.
So they put the cast on me and all that.
Yeah.
And then they gave me stitches because my leg was messed up like a mug. So I had stitches all up in there. So they done wrapped it up, and I came up there with the cane and all that. The crutches.
Right. Yeah. And that show was pretty badass, yo.
Oh yeah.
It was a nice show. You know what I mean?
Look, y'all had me so lit. I even threw the cane down.
Yeah.
On stage.
Yeah, he was going. Somehow, he got the will to perform that night, and I like that story because it defines why we're out here right now, because you take your shit pretty serious, you know what I mean? Like, if you gonna perform, you gonna go all out. You gonna perform no matter what.
Yeah.
You had the analogy of the fool that was rolling dice, right? He said we're gonna have to see it through. We're gonna have to see it through.
Got to see it through, my boy.
Yeah, exactly. So that's why we fucks with you, but let's take it back a little bit. Let's rewind the clock a little bit.
Okay.
How was the upbringing of Self? Because you talked to me last time that it was pretty rough. It was a rough environment around you.
Yeah.
Tell me a little bit more about that and a little more detail there.
Well, I basically kind of was on my own since I was 16, whatever. In and out of jail. Doing the usual, selling this and that, robbing, chilling with the gang, just regular everyday shit. But when you get to the ages and you get older and you realize that you got kids that's finna go up the same way, realize you was real reckless. I was living, I was in them trenches. So that's really one of the reasons why I'm out here. You feel me? So, But yeah, I went through it all. I learned how to drive a car by stealing them. You feel me?
Right.
That was just life. That was everyday life for us. It was normal, but it ain't normal.
Mm-hmm. How do you think that affects you now as a grown man? That background that you got, because there's people that go about life, and we have it in the Mexican culture. We say "stay trucha," which means you always gotta be aware, no matter what your surroundings are. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. So is that still how you move nowadays, where you still have that background knowledge?
Yeah, and I try to teach everybody around me. Everybody around me that's not into any of all that. I try to teach them look. You gotta watch out for this. You gotta do this. Had my wife in Chicago, for example. She from out here, so she not used to it. And we pull up to a gas station, and there's certain etiquette when you get to a gas station. I'm looking at everything, everybody, and she's not. So we just chilling. She didn't open the car door. They see white girl. Mm-hmm. They see me going to gas station. I come back out. There's about 3, 4, 5 of them. They looking the same way. I snap on them. I'm like, man, close the fucking door.
Mm-hmm.
She not even paying attention. They own that. So now I gotta make sure I'm tucked up. I got my little shit tucked away, because if anybody walk to this car, I'm finna have to blow you down. That's where I'm at. But that's why I don't go out there too much. You feel me? I'm safe. I'm cool. My kid's cool, and that's what it is.
Yeah, you just have to hold yourself to a certain standard sometimes,
Yeah.
I can see that, for sure. How does that affect your music? Is that Do you rap about, you know, certain things about your past? Do you bring it into your music? Do you involve it into that?
90% of everything that I rap about is either something that I'm going through now or something that I've been through.
Yeah.
It's not too much that you can listen to that I done rapped, and then you can say, oh man, he ain't never did this or he ain't never had that. Like, I can guarantee you can probably go back through almost everything. I done been through it all. So yeah.
Yeah, one of the first songs you have on your YouTube channel is Paranoid. That's the first one I see that's uploaded on there, and that's, you know, that's a minute ago for sure, you know. What is it like for your music and like your mindset of your music evolving from Paranoid to your latest release? Has it changed much? Has it stayed the same? How would you say?
I would say I've just gotten more crisper. That makes more sense. You know, like,
yeah.
I've always had so many different styles that I can use and I can come, you know, onto a track with, but it's all about how I feel at them times and the way the beat sounds. So that at that time, I was just, I don't know how to explain it, but I feel like I could have made Paranoid yesterday. If that makes sense. You know what I mean? Like, my music is kind of timeless. It's more like what I feel at them times, but nothing too much changed.
In one of the interviews we had with you and me, during that show that you were the cast, right? We did an interview beforehand that I included in that video, which is on Self's YouTube channel, _ Trauma Unit CEO. Go look it up. But we were talking, and I asked you about your music and what, like, you look for in your music, right? And you told me that now you're trying to instill knowledge into your music. Do you still feel that way?
Yeah, always. It's always gonna be something. It's always clues and hidden gems in there, man. You just gotta catch them. A lot of the knowledge sometimes, you know, I look at bars, like metaphors.
Yeah.
That's knowledge, because sometimes you gotta go look it up. Like, oh, he said that, but
right.
Be stuff right in your face. You never even know. So, but yeah, it's always some type of knowledge, either on metaphor side, or if I'm speaking a story or telling, like I said, my life and stuff like that. It's just, it's keys.
Right. Yeah, because you're one of the only rappers that I've seen. I think also like C-Note, I would say. I also seen him include some, but that uses family as a way to express music, and you're not trying to shy away from using family in your music. Almost, you know, like you have a music video that we shot before where your kids are playing football in the yard. You know what I mean? And it's like very inclusive, and your daughter is dancing, and it's just like I was talking to Villain earlier today. Shout out Villain.
All right.
I was telling him like how real that is, you know, to see someone like actually talk about shit that's real to them, you know, and not just like always about the fancy cars and the money, because that's legit too, you know, like for sure, you know, we fucks with it, but it's like when you do get down deep and you can make a song like that and still, you know, change up the versatility on that, like that's an overall like nice artist. And speaking about overall nice artists, and I'd be clouding you up out here for sure, you know, but there's just a lot of shit that you've done, you know what I mean? I'm just speaking on the shit that you've done. I'm not even trying to like put you up here, but like, you know, it is what it is. But we did there was a show out here, and it was for a rap battle, right? And I went to that and I saw you out there. Tell me a little bit about that, you know, that event, and tell me a little bit about that night, how it went for you.
Well, Psychedelics, shout out to Psych. You know, that's the boy, but you know, he plugged me in with it. He told me, come on down. You know, he felt like I was gonna kill shit, so I just came down and did what I normally do. I just rap, you know. And,
how'd you feel about the environment there?
I ain't gonna lie. At first, I was like, man, it's probably gonna be some little sneaky little motherfuckers in here. But heard the first round, I'm like, bro, this what y'all came with, like. I couldn't get a shout out to Brady Raps. I want to see Brady Raps come out there for example.
For sure, right.
I wanted, but I ain't gonna say like they ain't had nothing, but it just wasn't
up to par. Almost.
Up to par with what I was.
Right. Yeah, because I seen like I would say from what I witnessed, and not to take anything away from anybody, because everybody did their thing, but you were like the only one freestyling. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like it was a freestyle battle, and I think I only saw you freestyling.
And that's what took the cake at the end,
right.
Especially too.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because at the end it was a split decision. They couldn't decide yet who won. It was you and I forgot who it was.
I forgot his name.
Right.
He was decent though. I
yeah,
liked him.
He was good, right? And then it was you and him, and the last round was, all right, y'all, we're gonna hit one more freestyle, and that's what it took it, Like you heard his freestyle and you just knew the rest was written, you know what I mean? in a way, I'm not even trying to talk shit. I'm just saying, it is what it is. But it was fire. He was a good performance, but it was just like freestyle battle, you know what I mean? But I would like to see like, you go up there, Brady Raps go up there, Zeus, bro, like shit,
Shout out to Zeus.
Shout out Zeus,
Free
bro,
Zeus,
for
man.
real.
Free Zeus,
I want to talk to you about that shit for sure. Like, just I hope that fool gets out and just has music ready to fucking go, bro.
It's ready right now.
You know what I mean? Hell yeah. And that's why I'm just like, I want to see something like that go on where you see some heavy hitters up in there, for sure, But doing all this music for all these years, what have you learned? What kind of knowledge have you picked up from all this?
It depends on what level you're talking, because I've learned you always picking up something from anywhere, Me, because I'm self, like my name came from me just, like judging other people's characters. So, I learned not to rely on other people. I rely on myself. So,
right.
With that being said, I'm going to use your question as I'm judging a lot of people's characters, and a lot of people in the beginning, they was some cool cats, but once when you get to learn and see how they move, a lot of people leached off me, for example, to get shows and stuff like that, and then when they had their little chances, where were you? You feel me?
Yeah.
Like they just dipped out on me, but I don't look at it like that. I just let them be them.
Mm-hmm.
But it's a lot of, especially here in Sioux City, it's a lot of that.
You're right. Yeah, for sure. And I had my fair share too, man.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna lie to you. It's almost like you just trying to do some shit out here, start some shit up, and then you see the hate come with it too,
Yeah, the hate and the using. Like, they don't understand. Like, me, I'm the type, I'm gonna grab you, I'm gonna pull you up with me. Like, if you go somewhere, let's go. We gone. Like,
yeah.
It's a team. We all out here together. We all trying to do the same thing. So why not do it together?
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
That's how it is.
And I refer back to this, but like the talk I had with the villain, like it was just two people in the kind of the same category, discussing things back and forth. It was almost like, yo, what do I know? Here's what I know. Yo, what do you know? All right, that's what you know. All right. So it's like bouncing ideas back and forth when that could build, a lot more than people, how you said, leeching off of you and shit. That's a destructive community right there, for sure.
It's just everybody out for self. Look, let me go ahead and throw that out there.
Yes, sir. You got to buy that merch, We got to buy that merch.
Sure. Look, everybody out for self, though.
So, speaking of self, your YouTube channel is labeled Trauma Unit Media. Trauma Unit CEO, but is Trauma Unit Media?
Yeah, Trauma Unit Media.
Explain what that is to me for a little bit.
Well, basically it's just a label, when all the COVID shit hit and I was learning about businesses and stuff, I was like, man, I need to I've always had my little labels, but it was never legit. So came up with something that was deep, I like Trauma Unit,
Yeah.
So that's the team, Trauma Unit Media Entertainment.
Nice, yeah. I fucks with it. That's what's up. Where do you feel like your music's gonna head to from now? Because we had some talk here about some things you're about to release. You want to talk about that a little bit?
Oh, I got a lot of things about to release.
Shit.
It's just
shit.
I built a studio.
When these people gonna hear that shit? You know what I mean? Tell them.
Yeah,
man.
that's the plan. Like, you just gotta wait on it.
Yeah.
They coming. Like, I'm dropping singles, and by the end of the second quarter, I'll tell you that much.
Yeah,
it's definitely gonna be hit. You're gonna have at least one or two whole projects ready to go. They are ready to go. It's just when do I feel like dropping them?
Yeah, because within the past 2 weeks, you dropped 2 singles already.
Yeah, I dropped them on the same day, just because my wife was like, "No, I want to just drop them. Just drop them." Like, here.
Yeah.
There you go.
What I would tell you, Sel, is from my point of view, from doing all this social media shit and everything, I feel like you need a little bit more marketing.
Yeah,
just a little bit more, because you have some fire music. It's just that you need more eyes on this music. Yeah. You know what I mean?
I was just talking to my brother about that.
And like that's what's good about like you coming on this and like we getting you an interview real quick, so people know more about who you are and like your personality and everything too. You know, you as a person.
Yeah.
Because like I'll be on your YouTube channel. And I'm just like, why the fuck is not getting the views that it deserves right now? You know,
marketing. That's the truth. It's the marketing. I'm honestly, that's my fault. You know, I'm not putting a lot of money behind it.
Yeah,
I put my money in a lot of things, man. You go to my house. You done been in my house.
Right. That's what I was about to say. Yeah.
Got boats. Got this. Got that. You know, I just be living my life. I gotta make sure my family, you know, they comfortable. Y'all definitely good.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. What is that struggle? Because I know like, knowing a little bit about you personally, like you carry a lot on your shoulders, you know? Yeah. Besides just this music stuff, you got a lot on your shoulders already. So it's like, how do you fit music in? Where do you hit the access point on that?
It's hard.
Yeah.
But it's to the point now, like, I'm working 60 to anywhere between 60 and 80 hours a week. Mm-hmm. That's a week. So I'm putting them hours in. Come home, I don't want to do music. I'm not going to lie.
Yeah.
I want to probably get me something to drink, get my little Henny or something, play the Xbox, go to sleep, get up, get ready, because I'm getting up and I got to make sure my job done tomorrow. But, like, for example, I was just telling you about the little beat package I just bought, right?
Yeah.
So, I hear a song. That's what made me actually cop the beats or whatever. But I heard one track. I was like, damn, I want this track.
Yeah.
So, I bought the whole bundle. Mm-hmm. And then I just started hearing all the other ones. I'm like, over with. Now, see, I've been doing this so long, it takes me, honestly, 10 minutes to write a verse.
Okay.
Maybe 30 minutes to write a whole song. I'm talking about a hook. Because I'm not going to really write my verse all the time without my hook first. That'd be like the first thing I do. But a good hour... Yeah, about a good hour, I had a whole song ready to go. So them 2 tracks, for example, the ones that I dropped, and the 2 that you just heard earlier, them joints was made like written 10, 20 minutes, laid down. I laid one of them down on my lunch break, for example. And I got like a 20, 30-minute lunch break, so it was ready to go right then and there because I got my settings on my Pro Tools and all that.
Do you feel like even though it's to that point of speed, it's still your best quality, or how would you say?
Well, when I first do it, it's not supposed to be. It's not gonna be my best. It's like my rough drafts.
Okay.
You know? So even like the ones that you heard, those still rough drafts, but they ready. I can make them instantly ready to go. But I like to listen to it over and over because it still might be some little things I wanna. Well, let me pull this out of here and throw this in there.
Yeah.
Or let me add this effect or something. You know, so
there's always something you can add for sure.
Yeah. It's painting your Picassos, man. You know, painting pictures. So that's what it is.
Yeah. And I mean, that's what it is, you know, for sure. And like, you know, when we see it on the YouTube channel, I'm just like, shit, here we go, another drop. You know what I mean? Like, if for real, like, I like to keep up with certain artists out here in the local scene. And I would say Self is for sure one of them. Yes, and, you know, do you have any shows lined up? You know, tell the people, you know, what kind of shows you have that we about to, you know, see you at, this new music and shit.
Man, I would have to literally go through my phone. I just always got them. It's a lot going on with Mill Music, man. I don't know if shout out to Mill, you know.
Yeah.
But I know the 18th. Ooh, I know I got a show on the 18th.
Where can they find this if you know, drop it on your social media? Where can they find it?
Usually when I do my shows, they're always on Facebook. So
okay.
I'm always sharing the flyers or whatever it get brought to me. I share them either on my self page, my page.
Yeah.
So it's somewhat.
Yeah. So look up Self, man. Self on YouTube.
Well, if you go on Facebook, if you don't have my self page, my actual page, you go to Self Motivation 101, all one word, and you got it.
You know, we have a lot of people out here in Sioux City that are trying to be musicians, trying to be rappers, trying to be, you know, artists, whatever they want to label themselves as. But what advice would you give the youngins, you know, trying to do their thing in the scene over here, and they're looking up to the big homies? What would you say to them?
Think outside the box. don't necessarily just look up to the big homies. Cause like I told you before, a lot of the big homies ain't what they should be. So you need to find your lane and go hard in your lane. Cause they gon' it's guaranteed when you popping, everybody gonna want to follow up and see about you. Don't call nobody, they gonna call you. But put that work in. Don't stop. Plain and simple.
Yeah, and I see that happening even with like the whole channel here. Like, there was a point where nobody knew who the fuck I was at all. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So now, like, talking to everybody, all these artists out here, like, people are starting to know me a little bit more. But I still be alone at the clubs or like the fucking shows and shit. You know what I mean? So it's like I still keep to myself a little bit. You know, I dab everybody up. You know, I be dabbing everybody up. But at the end of the day, like, I know how you say everyone someone live for, like, self. You know, like, you gotta preserve yourself. And like one person told me before, how are you supposed to help everybody else when you can't even help yourself? So it's like, gotta make sure you straight, gotta make sure everything around you straight, family, environment, job, stability. And after you got all that shit straight, man, you know, focus on your music, focus on whatever kind of drives you. But I feel like it's a yin yang kind of thing where it's like you can't have more artistry in you and less financial like gain. You gotta level that shit out where it's like, you know, you got your day job, but right after you get off that day job, you're right into the fucking studio, right into, you know, writing a script or some shit, you know?
Yeah.
That's how I feel for most people. And like, they say like, when you clock out of work, you're supposed to clock right back in, but for yourself, you know?
Yeah.
And use that time and like invest in yourself. That way you don't have to work a 9 to 5 for your whole life. And even if you do, like, at least you got some side shit going on, you know? Multiple revenues, you know, shit like that.
Yeah, you gotta have that multiple revenue stream no matter what. I do that regardless, but I work so much, man. Right. And but I still, like, it's so easy for me to do a song, me personally, so I don't even look at it like that no more. I just know I can drop music whenever I want to. I can make music whenever. I can go home right now and send you a track that I ain't never knew about.
Yeah.
And you'll be like, he just did that after the interview. I could do that. So I'm just, I guess you can call it cruise control for me.
Yeah.
It's cruise control. I'm on cruise.
Does that also apply to, let's say, like, someone's trying to get you at a show? Let's say there's a promoter out there, right, looking at Self. How do they get, like, in contact with you, first of all? And what does it take to get Self out there?
But that depends. Like, it depends on what type of show it is. Like, I had some people that they have stuff like they want to do donations for charities and stuff like that. Okay. You know, them type of things, I'll probably do that for free. Yeah. Because, you know, I love donating. I love putting that time in. But if it's somewhere I know you about to get something off the back end, you're going to have to holler at me, you know? Yeah. We need to see some numbers. We need to see what's going on. So it just depends. It all depends on who it is, if I really mess with you, you know?
How do you feel about local shows? You doing local shows?
I do them a lot.
Yeah.
But sometimes it's a hit or miss. Like, it depends. Like, I just actually did a show last night. Was that last night or the night before? Night before.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, with Mill Music. It was just some he did a show for some, I forgot her name, Sasha. Okay. But it was a rock show. And it honestly shocked me, though, because it was so many people in there. You feel me? Like, it was packed.
Well, bro, we in Iowa.
Dicks, though.
We in Iowa, you know what I mean? Bro.
But you think about it, Whiskey Dicks, they call, he calls me multiple times. Like, he'll call me all the time. Like, hey, I want you to come do a show. Talking
about Ronnie?
Yeah. Yeah. Whenever you want to book it, just let me know. Just let me know. And I can book a show. I can put all the heavy hitters on it. They not gonna promote it, you know. Some of them will, but you know, you can have your flyers. You can do whatever you want. It's not gonna when it gets promoted, it's still gonna be X amount of people. Yeah, it'll be some times when it's jumping, but for the most part, from what I just seen with this rock show, I think I'm finna go pick me up a guitar. Right, you know, like
for sure.
But it's love, though. You know, shout out to the people that do show up because they're the real heroes. You feel?
You know, I did one little show. I dipped my feet in the water a little bit. I dabbled a little bit, and I ended the show with the rock band. And there was like the crowd from like the rock band portion of the whole thing, to the rappers, like dude, there was a big significant like difference. You know what I mean? Like there's a lot of people there for that. But it's just like I feel like it's almost because for a rapper you can say like, damn bro, you suck. Like you can straight up tell somebody that they suck because the way they're like rapping is just trash. You know, like that's what you think at least. But when someone plays a music like when someone plays an instrument, how do you tell that fool that they suck? When that fool's playing that shit good as fuck, you know what I mean? It just might not be your genre of music, but it's not the fuck, like, he don't suck, like, that fool's going in with this shit, you know?
Yeah.
That's practice, that's talent, you know?
It's definitely talent.
So, I feel like that's why, like they like it, you know? You get the rhythm, you get, like, those, like, nice sounds, and you expect a rock band to be more entertaining than a guy rapping, you know? To a certain extent, at least here in Iowa.
Yeah, especially here. I mean, it's their crowd, it's their genre. But I'm speaking more along the lines of the people from that genre. You know, all the people that listen to rap music.
Yeah.
Yeah, them people.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I'm referring to.
You trying to tap in?
Yeah, I want to tap in that way. I don't care. Look, I got some people out there, you know, that they ask me to do some little things. And they're going to come in with the little band, and we're going to see what happens.
Oh,
I wasn't supposed to reveal that, but...
Yeah. On some rock? Self on some rock?
I'm trying to do it all, man. I'm trying to touch every avenue, man. Like, honestly, I'm supposed to have a country song about that. Like, it's crazy, bro. Yeah,
right.
It's a bet with my wife. I'm supposed to did it like damn near a year ago. I ain't gonna lie.
I seen Zeus Rebel Waters. He was an OG rapper. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Ruckapuff. You know, so like he was an OG rapper. You know, he was all like it's a whole different vibe from what he is now to that, you know? So it's like now he's on some country, you know, like he's doing some pop kind of vibe, like bro, like, you know, it's a different time now, you know, for sure. Like touching these different avenues, touching these different genres is a way to go almost, you know?
It really is. Gotta touch it all.
Yeah.
Got to.
So for the people out there that are watching, you know, hopefully 100 plus, what's the last message from Self? What's the last thing you'd like to tell the people before we sign off here?
Hey, all I can say is get ready. Plain and simple. I ain't finna talk too much. Get ready because it's coming. It's finna be so much. I'm not finna play with y'all. 2023.
Yes, sir.
It's my year. You feel me?
Yo, tap in with Self on all his socials, you know, YouTube _Trauma Unit, CEO, and on Facebook, look up Self. You know what it is, y'all. Go stream his new music. You know, he be dropping. But yeah, you know, if you fucks with us, we fucks with you. And it's alright like that. It's like NastyCo YouTube channel. And we out, y'all.
Gang.
Doses. Good shit, bro. I appreciate you, dog.